Marcus Rashford, we were obviously talking about him, but he did an article for Players Tribune, and there were a couple quotes that came out. He had said, quote, "I can't accept some things in the media. I grew up here at Man United. I have played for this club since I was a boy. My family turned down life-changing money when I was a kid so I could wear this badge." So I don't know the context of all of that, but in general, he was fairly critical. I have another quote here.
I'm not trying to have a go with the media. I understand the game. You know what I mean? They're not really writing about me. It's like they're writing about this character, Marcus Rashford. It can't just be about me as a 26-year-old lad on a night out or a lad getting a parking ticket. It's got to be about how much my cars cost, guessing my weekly salary, my jewelry, or even my tattoos. It's got to be about my body language, the questioning my morals, and speculating about my family and my football future. There's a tone to it, and you don't get all that. You don't get with all you don't get with all footballers. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, bro. He's over it, dog.
I think we kind of read into what we're saying. What you're saying here. It's because I'm black.
It's a little bit. He's saying it without saying it. But
also, I think the media tends to portray him as a negative guy, even though he's done so many things like feed the youth and he's done all these things. They still kind of try to have a go at him, to use a British idiom.
Well, when we were watching the David Beckham documentary, and you saw the level of scrutiny that he was receiving because obviously he's dating a Spice Girl.
Hold on, getting a red card in a national match versus being photographed be at a club are two very different things.
They are
two different reasons to have such a negative.
I mean, they're both reasons. I'm not saying they're valid or credible or whatever, because the media is gonna just write about things that people might be interested in, whether they're false or whether they're true. So I think it's fair. You know, Marcus Rashford does positive things for the community, and they'll still find some sort of negative spin on it. But I'm wondering.
But remember Raheem Sterling? It was like, bought his sister a house and like spending freely, foolishly.
Yeah.
He's buying this and that. Oh, he spent too much of his money. And then he says, I'm only buying my clothes at H&M because I want to be more frugal. And they're like, can't even buy dope fits.
A broke boy we got?
Damn, son. Spent all his money on those stupid houses he bought his family. It's like, there's always a negative way to spin it. And the part that's familiar with all of these, the variable here, is that it tends to be the young black players that tend to get this.
Of course, I agree with that. I think I'm mainly highlighting the fact that if you're pretty much a Premier League football, it's not every league, right? We've spoken to lots of MLS players. MLS players, they deal with some criticism, but they're not getting things like this.
MLS players are like, if you all talk about me in the media, I'll go by myself right now.
Do you want me to wave a pistol somewhere so you talk about me?
It's legal in some of the states we play in. I won't even get arrested.
So I'm just saying, I think it's the bigger picture. It's like, if you're a Premier League footballer, if you're good in almost anywhere, or you have or you're on high wages, or you have high expectations, it's sadly this is part of the job, and it shouldn't be. But it's like, and I'm obviously not to deal with abuse, not to deal with racism, but the nitpicking, like talking about a parking ticket, talking about him.
The media just needs something to write about, and unfortunately, Marcus Rashford is fodder for that.
So I wonder, because when Marcus Rashford got to the first team at Manchester United, I mean, obviously the expectation was super high. He scored in his first game, or pretty early on.
He scored his Prem debut, his Europa debut. He's flying.
I'm a fan. I love watching him play, but there is like this. I don't know. Like, I wonder. I guess my main question is like, does this get to him? Does it actually affect his play on the field?
I mean, the fact that he has to write things like this, I'm pretty sure there's an element that does get to him. And I get so pissed off at fans that attack Marcus Rashford. Yeah, he might not look like he's interested. At times he might look disinterested on the pitch, but players go through ups and downs. It's about how you back them and support them through the tough times that make you a fan of the club and the players that play for the club. Marcus Rashford, I'd understand if he just joined last year and he was saying just a bunch of nonsense. He's the complete opposite of that. He's been like a Mancunian bred through, born in Withenshaw. He's climbing through the ranks, making his debut, surprise debut. As a young lad in that moment when he needed to step up, he stepped up, and he's been phenomenal for us. Yes, he's had his ups and downs, but the fact that people attack him, whether I'm more upset at Man United fans attacking him than non-Man United fans, because y'all can have your fun. Like Everton fans and Arsenal, y'all can have your fun. But if you're a Man United fan and just completely attacking him, lacking character, lacking professionalism, and all these things, like I understand making a comment about maybe he shouldn't have done that isn't one thing. But going over the top saying like, oh, he's Marcus trash or whatever, all these quotes and these like verbal abuse, like I'm not for that. I think that's wrong.
Trashford. I never thought of that.
Thank you for bringing
it. Just fits. And I love the guy, so I'm never going to call him that. But I happen to love the guy. I think the part that's frustrating in general is this feels a little bit like an early goodbye. This feels a little bit of like, let me say my piece before I leave this club that I sacrificed so much for.
Somebody asked me, what would you say if Marcus Rashford was actually wanted by somebody like, for example, PSG? And I said that I don't want him to leave, but I wouldn't be surprised if he left because the relationship has sort of worn down to a point where it might be just better for both parties to walk away and maybe, start afresh. And that hurts me to say because I think Marcus Rashford should and will have a bright future, but at Man United, I want that to happen, but if it's gone to this point where Marcus has been just attacked by all sets of fans from all over the place, then, at the end of the day, then maybe it might be a good opportunity for him to, start fresh.
He's got a genius idea.
Go for it.
What if
You've never had a non-genius idea.
That's facts.
I'm surprised you even had to clarify it to say that it was a genius idea.
The problem is society just isn't ready for some of my ideas. But oh my God, in the future, they're gonna be like, man, that guy said it all. What if he goes to Bayern and Bayern becomes where you go when the English media has dwindled your confidence down?
You make it sound like Bayern is like
the halfway house,
like the way Australia was a prison for England. You know.
But this is for teams, players like that are too good for the way the media scrutinizes them in England.
Yeah.
You get to go to Bayern.
Well, there is a fair amount of scrutiny in Germany as well, and for Bayern Munich. So it's not that it doesn't exist anywhere else.
I would say Kane's already there, Eric Dyer's there, and Alphonso Davies is going to Bayern Munich. Guerreiro's there. He doesn't push as far forward. So now you got Marcus Rashford there. I don't know.
I mean, look, I wouldn't be mad. I think I like what you say about the how being mad at Manchester United fans that would criticize him harshly, because just even saying like the supporters should back the players, especially in the times where they are like in a time of need where they might be struggling on the pitch, and that tends to be we've gone to Germany a few times and gone to matches, and supporters have, especially at Dortmund they have like a strict, you don't boo the players for. Doesn't matter what, like you can have bad game, like that is crossing a line. You have to support them at all times. And that sometimes can feel like a weird, like toxic positivity where we can't even criticize them. But that is, I think there's something that during those 90 minutes, they need us. The supporters are almost just as important as the players on the pitch.
Absolutely.
And they need us right now. And that's a thing that it's not very Premier League, right? The 20 Premier League clubs, the fans will let you know right there if they're not happy with your play.
Sometimes in a sarcastic rhyming chant.
So
y'all made a song about me? About how much I'm bad I'm playing? Damn.
So I wonder if it's interesting because that kind of positive rhetoric sometimes may not be received well, because people want to be negative and want to be mean towards players that they're not happy with.
Yeah, and I want to stress that criticizing a player, I'm not saying that criticizing a player is wrong. If Marcus Rashford was out late at Belfast, if what he was doing was wrong and he broke the rules of what the club demands you, then of course he should be criticized.
Yeah.
And we talk about it all the time. These are footballers, star footballers that make dream money that normal people can't even dream of. I don't know, maybe I could have come up with a better word there, but it's just like,
no, I mean it's true. Like,
Yeah.
there's not many people that are like, I should Uber myself a girl here. Right
Oh man, one day we all wish we had that kind of money.
Maybe Mateo.
my
That's the
son,
son.
I'm gonna take care of my
Maybe
son.
Mateo's life is different.
Okay.
That's why we work so hard.
I'm gonna just cash in all my investments to get him, make sure that he can.
Right. Listen, Diddy will never say
Oh my God.
and you will be able to Uber yourself a lady.
You started this, John. You you opened this door.
You complicit.
yeah, no, but at the end of the day, I think it's for me, it's about how Marcus Rashford responds. That's more important than anything. And I think that response and that almost vindication or the road to vindication at Manchester United, it has to happen here.
Yeah.
I want him to succeed at Man United no matter what. And I'm always backing you, Rashi, my guy. You know what I mean? Come on.